Let's get straight into it. I think we're going to start with Chubby, aren't we?
Let's do that. Let's go and you try to guide me into piercing what you and I both agree after having watched for years Madrid continue to punch its weight as the most political, most difficult to navigate club in the world, bar none. You and I have been scratching our heads recently.
Yeah, because they're top of the league. He's under pressure. To what extent is it justified, and where is the pressure coming from? Is it coming from in the dressing room? Is it coming from Florentina? Or is it just coming from the supporters?
I think the first thing to be honest about, and everybody who's a socio that likes Real Madrid at all and Revista de la Liga will understand that, albeit that Madrid are progressing in the Champions League, certainly they were businesslike and edging out wins. I think particularly the 1-0 win against Juventus until they hit the iceberg of Anfield, where Liverpool have been struggling domestically but managed to absolutely humiliate Real Madrid, 2-0 going on 5-0. There hasn't been a particular patch when Real Madrid either have convinced with the fluency and the cohesion and the intelligence of the football. Once or twice, they've tucked away minor sides in wins that, if everything else is going okay, you say, right, it doesn't matter about the weaker opposition. That looked like a side that was, for example, ruthless and efficient. And there's been a degeneration on the pitch whereby if you look at how uncompetitive they were at Anfield, and then if you look at how conservative and slow they were at Rayo Vallecano, and how, once the microscope was placed upon it by, for those who don't live in our country, Pete, maybe not everybody understands. I haven't seen another country, maybe Italy, with such microscopic attention. Immediately the game finishes to gestures, discussion, and manages for a full country where a lot of shit is talked. The examination of the football can be forensic. And that has led, I think you'll back me, to a real increasing degree of nastiness about Xabi Alonso's regime, where maybe we're seeing that he has trouble or doesn't bother to make friends in the media because they've really got their Dr. Martens out and trampled all over him, haven't they?
Yeah, the biggest claim is that he's lost the dressing room. So let's try and put names to this sort of vague idea that he's no longer got the dressing room. Rodrigo's not happy with him. Rodrigo hasn't scored in 29 games. He's a bit part player now. Vinicius is not happy with him. We saw the way he walked off the pitch at the Clasico. Valverde's not too happy with him. Camavinga tweeted that I'm playing right wing now, am I? I think one of the problems, Graham, is that he's picked his lieutenants. Howson is the boss of the defence. Tchouaméni is the boss of the midfield, and Mbappe is the boss of the attack. Now, those three are not big personalities in the dressing room, and it may sound strange to say that about Mbappe, but Mbappe isn't. Mbappe does brilliant things for 90 minutes, and then he turns off. So I think the dressing room revolt, if there is one, and I think there is one, is being led by Vinicius and Rodrigo. And it's a problem for him because that doesn't matter if you get the support from the board. But when does that ever happen at Real Madrid when they have to make a decision between the coach and the top players?
Well, talking about support, this is the moment where we say the preview to the weekend. This is an international break, but the preview to the weekend is paid content for socios only. You've had a little glimpse at the menu if you're simply somebody that would like to find out more about what's going on at Barcelona with Spain, at Madrid, but also we'll look at Athletic and Villarreal and Atletico too, and the sides that we think that are likely to go down over the weeks. You'll get comprehensive coverage. And every month it simply costs you £3.99. Or if you want to go for the bumper bargain of the century, 30 quid takes you all the way through from now through the Conference League, the Europa League, the Champions League, La Liga, Super Cup, Copa del Rey, international football, all the way through to the end of the World Cup. Shell out your 30 quid. Join us now. The description bears the link where you can become a socio, a member, and support us because we really need it.